course I use sketchbooks a lot, but a lot of my drawings are done on loose sheets of paper, like this pile here, that get put into this pile here. So let's have a look through this pile here. This is quite a heaping helping of drawings. So this could be a long one. Strap in, folks. You know, as they say, as well they might. Where do we start? Rough drawings of Pububs and Marceline the Vampire Queen from Adventure Time for my cardboard cartoon character drawings, and some roughs of Fiona and Cake, which I may or may not continue with. Those ones. Rough drawings of Hellboy. Azagdulbagargle, or whatever his actual name is. Roughs for a commission. As I've said before, the hardest part for me is just figuring out the actual fucking pose to draw. That's quite a good portrait. I'm quite happy with that for how rough it is. I might go back and use that one. More Hellboy with a little butterfly on his thingy. And more fucking Hellboy. Again, trying to figure out the damn pose. Do I have it dynamic or just staunch and stood there cool looking? Or just a portrait? I don't fucking know. Roughs for that Drizzed commission drawing I did. Again, trying to figure out the fucking pose. How do I draw him? I mean, I can draw him. Cool, I know that. But how do I fucking make him look? I don't... More! That's the boring one I went with in the end. You know, for the... You know. Anteater skeleton, I think that was. This was part of my characters with one big arm and one regular arm series. Morty, obviously from Rick and Morty. I wasn't really happy with this one in the end, so I didn't finish it. I don't know why exactly, but I don't know if it's just the shapes or whatever. But you know, when you look at a piece and you're just like, not really feeling it, as they say. So the rough and that was in a podcast, whatever. This was my first draft of a piece of from the Death Grips lyrics. You whimper while I check my phone. Who's next? Assassin Rome. Choose your life, you're on your own. Music just I have no home. Oh, I got them wrong. Pigs. Pig anus. Some drawings of some pigs. That's Daphne. Oh, that's quite a nice portrait, isn't it? So yeah, this pile's full of rough drawings, finished drawings, just a bunch of shit. It gets put on the pile as I do it. That's Bridget. The noses, man. Those are fucking gorgeous noses. And you know, some people are cool with them, but a lot of girls get really like self-conscious about it, thinking, oh, I've got an ugly big nose and I want to have it chopped into pieces and broken apart and have a chunk removed so I can fit in so people like me more. I know it's personal preference and it's that sort of thing, not necessarily other people's, but it goes... It's a penis! Oh, that's... But actually it's a face, see, because that overlays to the pig with a penis. That was my ballpoint pen review. This is obviously where I put all my little comics I had made, but I have already got a whole video on those, so I don't really need to show them off. Evidently this is just where I put them, so let's get those shits out of the way. Cats with rocket packs. I drew these, obviously. See how top-notch quality they are. Oh, it's my buddy Petey. A giant one riding the car like it's a skateboard. Oh, nice. More pigs. We like pigs, don't we? Piggy pig pigs. I'm a pig. You're a pig. Let's all get together and have sex with pigs. Yeah! Oh, this was the illustration I did for my friend Dean Beattie's poetry book about crimes. The crime was remove his shirt, remove his vest, carve my name into his chest. And I decided to make him a clown for reasons unknown. I was quite happy with the bag over the head look there. Took a few rough sketches to get that done, but I was happy with it in the end. Oh, damn. Oh, it's two drawings of my friend Sam, of our friend Sam, who's no longer with us. Wow. I actually forgot these were in here. Oh man. Yep. Ooh, boy. Oh, that hit me. That's Vincent van Gogh. He can Vincent van go away. What a ginger dead prick. Very, very sweet smile. So good I drew it twice. My favourite smile on earth, pretty much, actually. I mean, that girl's smile is just incredible. And I like it a lot, so I drew it. Ay, gosh darned. These were props for a video. Ooh, hey Morty. I'm a piece of shit, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick. Jeez. Jeez. Evidently, I'm not as good at improvisational comedy as Justin Roiland, who voices the them. Minion with blood on his hands and his little erect dripping penis out. Oh, that's sweet. This had a caption about fucking dead children, and it got removed from Instagram. Can you believe that? Oh, this is good. Look, see, he's got bits of, body parts of at least one female, if not more, but he's drawing it as if it's an actual full female. Oh, mercy. That's a good one. Oh, these are my murder drawings. Yes, they're, in bed with his friend who is a girl he's ripped the head off of, or cut, or whatever. A beheaded girl, one way or the other. Shoes, don't forget the shoes, they're important. And a whole dinner party with murdered guests. Oh. Sad boy. Yeah. Oh, nice. This is a print of a piece of artwork from a very, very lovely dear friend, and I painted over it. I did a video painting over it, but I think I lost the video now. It was on YouTube, and then it got taken off YouTube because this. I varnished it, hence just to see how it looked when I varnished it. Yeah, I quite like that. It's quite a nice painting. I painted that. Isn't that pretty? I didn't draw it. The drawing is, by my friend, but I was quite happy with the paint. That's Molly and Chloe. Oh, more portraits of girls to impress girls on the internet. Oh, I'll draw you if you'll be my friend and give me some attention, please. I'm so desperately lonely. That's my series of Charlie Brown and Snoopy drawings. The templates will be in here somewhere, I believe. Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Snoopus Boboopus. Calvin and Hobbes. This was the Calvin and Hobbes I showed off. This was the first one I did. See how shit it looks in comparison. See, this one makes sense because it's Calvin with his little stuffed Hobbes, the transmogrifier. Oh, if you read the comics, you'll know that. This one makes sense too, obviously, because when Hobbes is big, he's big. When Calvin sees him as big, so it makes sense that. But visually, this one looks far better than this one. So, that's the one I show off. That one isn't as such. SpongeBob and Finn and Jake. See, that one makes sense because it's a boy and his dog. So it's like, maybe I'll do a whole series of boys and their dogs cartoon characters. So there's a little snail in there. SpongeBob and Gary. I did, again, I do rough versions. As I had with this, I had the shit one and the good one. There was a shit one of these I did, which I tried to do SpongeBob as a square, but like it was Charlie Brown as a whatever. But then it came out shit, so I just did this. And Gary is a snail dog thing. Oh well, there you go. Yeah, more boys and his dogs series. Bart and Santa's little helper with the Charlie Brown shirt still, obviously, for some kind of consistency. I don't know. Alfred Newman from Mad Magazine. Oh, you can see the shiny bit where I got rid of Snoopy's ear. Oh, ooh, more Rick and Morty fan art. More Rick, and again, and again, and again, and again. Shit version, better version. Not that that's shit necessarily. You know, it's all right. No, it is kind of shit, isn't it? But in this one, especially with the lighting effects, ooh, yeah. This looks far better. Morty's dumb face. And Ash and Pikachu. Almost a boy and his dog, except it's obviously a mouse as opposed to a dog. With a little cyclops. What's his name? Woodruff? Woodhouse? What's the bird's fucking name? Shit. Oh, I don't know. I don't care. Oh, nice. Freddy and I was going to say Jason. Leatherface. Look, he's got fucking cuts in his face from his claws. Pencils, coloured pencils were used for these ones. That Leatherface is pretty cool. I like that. It's quite a nice series of drawings. I believe somewhere on my Patreon page there's a print you can download and print for yourself of all of these, like all put together. And that's the fucking shitty SpongeBob. See, I was going to have it literally like Charlie Brown, but a square. I think I could have made that work. Maybe I needed to get rid of the head shape in there. Oh, it's just shit, isn't it? But this one, I was really fucking happy with this. I got a load of marker pens as a gift, so I was trying those out. I'd never really used them before, but I was really happy with that. Like the background's cool, the colours are cool, the pumpkin heads and shit. That smile's pretty neat. Testing colours. Yeah, I was really happy with that one. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Jason. That is Jason, isn't it? Jason? Yeah, it's Mike Myers is the Friday. No, Halloween. That's Friday. With a little beheaded seekers and whatever generic horror things. Oh, just the thing. Yeah. Just fucking whatever. Weird shit. Oh, a bad Two-Face. See, I try to have it like coloured Bic pens for the right-hand side and then black and white for the goblins. Goblin boy and his goblin dog. I quite like that one. That's one of my favourite ones as well. I was quite happy with that. Oh, Batgirl. Neato. Little rough one there. That's quite cool. Pretty happy with that. This is the what ended up as the cover for my painting art book. The pig was originally drawn by an artist friend on Instagram, and I traced it, popped the goblin face in the mouth, painted it up. And this is about average for how big I paint for these sorts of things, which obviously very, very small. Just acrylics on paper. Quite a nice enough to go on the front cover of my book. That's a drawing. Gay goblins that are gay. This was like a pride thing. It's not making fun of them, it's joining in. It's being part of the culture and the club, yeah? Yeah? Bodies. Everyone loves bodies. Two studies of the same picture, trying to get it right. You can see the slight variations in shape where I was trying to get it correct. Sometimes I try to get it like really precise, looking exactly like the photo. But sometimes I just go, as long as you get the rough idea. More Rick and Morty fan art. Oh, aren't I a big dickhole of a fanboy? Frankly, a far better design of Pickle Rick's rat suit. See, that's Pickle Rick and his rat suit. See, I thought it would be better if he actually was just inside the rat, as opposed to making a whole suit out of bits and pieces. But what do I know, eh? Who the fuck am I to say something like that? That's cool. This is fucking years and years old. This might be like 6 or more years old, man. God damn, that's a Krampus painting. Again, very small painting. That's quite a cool one. Pretty happy with it. I mean, for what it is. Not my best work, but it's not fucking bad. And pretty cool little doodles of a goblin and a Hellboy. Green Hellboy. I believe I photoshopped it to make it red though at one point. Those are in my ballpoint book. I think there'll be a lot of drawings in here that made it into books here and there. Why the fuck did I draw Mega Man? I don't remember ever drawing Mega Man in my entire fucking life. Weird fucking shit. Some more little paintings, little horror scully skull paintings. There's a skull, and in his eye sockets, smaller skulls with a floating wreath of eyeballs around him. And a little Pac-Man ghost skulls on the thing. You get the idea. Some shit. I think that was like MF Doom Hellboy crossover I was trying to do. But it looks shite. Ooh, pretty. Like a robo cross human succubus thing. Demon girl, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. I believe that was, again, drawn to impress a girl on the internet. It's supposed to be like an image of her as that. Bionic body parts and stuff. Desperately trying to impress girls online. Oh, we can all relate to this one, can't we? He's got his pencil there, pops his head down on it, and a little bit of jizzy blood out of his head. Oh, we've all had those moments in school or at work, haven't we, eh? I'd rather end it all squish on the sharpened implement. Molly. Oh, cool. I was going to do a whole set of tarot cards. This is just on a bit of card. And this obviously was the Hermit. I still might. I mean, I'd like to, but it's one of those things that, like, hopefully I can have the time and money behind it that I'll be able to actually put the time into it. Get a whole set of tarot cards, get them printed up, maybe sell them, justify the time spent doing them. These, I believe, were like very rough tattoo designs. This one was like a mummy zombie thing, which I obviously cut out for use because it was the best one, because these are kind of, again, they're not bad, but they're just kind of shit. I don't know. Oh, I think you can see poking his head in. I forget that character's name completely from Rick and Morty, from that one single episode he was in. And I gave him a gun. Did he have a gun? He might have had a gun in the show at one point. I don't know, and I don't fucking care. A bunch of shit. I am Ewan as a little goblin with his little goblin willy out. Ah, that's nice. And some pigeons, motherfucker. Oh, I was going to do a drawing like this is a bus stop with people at it with giant pigeons, like the pigeons sat on top of the bus stop, poking their head round. That's quite a fun idea if I actually do it. I've had quite about 1 billion of those ideas for drawings that never actually become drawings. Find a gimmick, milk that shit for all it's worth. See, there's me with my goblin, and then me trying to milk that shit for all it's worth. Which I didn't actually do, I just sort of draw them now and again. Pin the boobs on the gal. Well, we've got whatever, like anyone cares about those. A handful, nice. Delicious doubles, and heavy milkers, oh yes. Choose the boobs you like, pop them on. Yeah. Oh cool, this was my How to Draw Comics comic. See, I only drew one of each of these panels. This was shit, whatever. and then copy pasted them to make the full. You know how it works. Some depression shit about hitting my hand with a hammer because I'm sad. Oh, crow hands. I think that was a friend of mine saying, I have a character with crow hands, but I can't draw them. How will it look? And I drew that as like an idea for how it would look. Nice. Some comic about art. I don't know if I showed this one off. It was on Instagram fucking ages ago, but that bit's good. I like that drawing there. Barbarian. It's about not worrying about living up to your hero's artwork, your icons and such. Idols rather than icons. That's the wrong word to use. My apologies. This was an idea. It's a comic panel, but every part of the comic panel is a person. So the actual panel itself is a person. The characters are people, and the speech bubbles are a person. Yeah, that didn't really take off. Obviously, for obvious reasons, and for good cause. Instagram versus real life. More portraits of girls, desperate to impress girls on the internet. But that was a rough version of a final one that made it into my book, my latest book, and an exhibition. Oh, I think this is all, going to be a collection of shit that was in my book. My friend Rob was drawn for his birthday. Another portrait of a girl. Very good one, actually. Not to take my own horn, but it's... this was, I think I was trying to come up with some sort of like logo or something with like the two characters I draw endlessly. My man character and my goblin character. Sort of top and toe. This was like a draw this in your style thing, but it was like a girl with a key and it was spooky. So I made it better, obviously. No, it's alright. I mean, I was pretty happy with the drawing as a whole. But, Word. Another portrait of another girl. Oh, Christ. So shall I put a counter up for how many fucking portraits of girls I draw to impress them? Oh, like me, please. Ooh. Fucking dickhole that I am. Ugh. Some of them, because I really like that drawing. Frankly, I'm really happy with that as a drawing. I like it. So sometimes I get good art out of them, but ultimately it's just me going, oh my God, please. Oh, I need you to like me. Give me attention. Ooh. That's a pigeon man. He's got his coffee, his watch, so he can get to work on time. His socks on. It's a llama with a goblin nose. See, it's really, really funny artwork there. Ewan, brilliant. That's another one. Oh, and another one. Again, pretty happy with the drawings, as drawings, but get over it, Ewan. Don't be so fucking desperate, cunt. That was like a page in my latest book, still available on my Etsy. I'll put a link in the description. Get my book. Just a little page of doodles, skulls and space marines and shit. That's quite a cool one. That might have been in my book. Oh, this was also in my book. Oh, dog. Oh, look, dog with little feet and a penis. It's fair. I'm sure I could probably make loads of money doing pet portraits, but who can really be asked? Another one. Just, fucking hell, you and you fucking cock. Just so fucking desperate. Oh, I drew you. Please love me. Oh my God, I drew you. Like me. Mob Deep lyrics. You minor, we major. You all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. I did a whole series of illustrating rap lyrics. This is Dr. Octagon. Half shark, half man, skin like alligator, carrying a dead walrus. Check it. You know, cool shit. This one from Task Force, a UK hip-hop collective, who I believe have finished their partnership after a bunch of albums over lots and lots of years. Wow! That's wow! Brilliant. Oh, I believe that was a titty pic. I never got around to finishing. Maybe I'll stick that one in a separate pile, finish it another time. Oh, this was going to be a series of my friend Deej. I was going to have like this one all rendered in blue, this one rough in pink, and then this one was going to be all rendered in like skin colours and shit. Like a few copies of the same picture, but different. Yeah. See, it's like her legs and hands and tit. You know, words. Another one. Very, very cute one, but another one. Another one. Fucking hell, Ewan. That's cool. From They Live. A Charlie Brown and Snoopy little... That's all ballpoints as well. Nice. No Bay in the background. Woodstock, that's his name. I knew it was Wood something. Woodruff. Did I say Woodruff at one point? That's a fucking Mormon name, that is. Woodruff. A little rough for the ash and pink. Quite like that one. Maybe I'll put these up for sale. I really like them though, so I'm not happy to get rid of them, but people want them and are willing to pay lots and lots of money. And maybe also... Cool. I think this was for like a Ewan Tober. One of the prompts I put was an entire alphabet of something. So I did an entire alphabet made of goblins. See, that's the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P as one goblin, because you always say that as one thing. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. And see, they start off all like, you know, green with red outlines, some of them. This is quite cool. Like, you know, not brilliantly, but pretty nicely rendered little funny letters. And then a bit less colour, still going okay. Then just black and white pencils, grey rather. And then, you know, they get a bit more rough and ready, less shading to them. And then they just go to shit. I might actually put those together in one image. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? A nice little picture. I can make a print out of that actually. The Goblin alphabet. I could even redo it up all in inks. It would be nice. Do a painting of it maybe. I'll stick that in the separate pile of shit to do. I might also pull out anything I might want to put in a portfolio at some point. Oh, cool. That's the, templates. These were the actual worksheets that I photocopied and then drew atop. You see I tip-X'd out the little Happy Meal fucker on them's. And then, yeah, and the rest is history, as they bloody say. Oh, I used that joke twice in this video now. Sorry. Some shit about depression, I don't know. Quite a cool drawing for what it is, being stuck in like a grim, dirty glass box. Whatevs. A couple of tiny little paintings over little drawings by my friend Rob that I'd drawn that I showed you earlier. Little apple. Oh. That's a drawing. It's a little man with like his arms coming behind him. He's on his front with his bum in the air. Yep. Ooh, warthog heads. There was a reason for that. It's probably something to do with furries and shit. Quite neat. That might have even made it in my book. I don't remember. Ooh, Batboy. I think that was me as Batboy. And me as Batboy, yes. Yes. Batboy indeed. Kind of neat. Ah, yes, furry heads. Clown, I was going to say clown. What a fucking idiot. Why don't I just throw a noose over my door frame and hang myself already? Cow heads, cowgirls, lovely, pretty. I mean, I'd fuck a cow. Whether it was a anthropomorphized cowgirl or not, I just would. They're gorgeous things. Have you seen cows' eyes? They're fucking pretty as fuck. I totally would. More like, not depression shit, but like social anxiety. Staying away from people on the street for their benefit as much as my own. Whatever. Some Simpsons shit. Very bad drawings. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Oh, is this the final one? Obviously I showed that earlier, but I did 2 versions because again, I did one version that came out shit, so I did it again. This might be the final one I had that I was happy with. Not entirely sure. Don't know. Again, don't care. Fuck off. This is like a printout of, I scanned in and printed out some of my dungeon drawings I had done. These were all done on separate pages, almost independent of each other, and then put together. It kind of works as a whole thing, but like, yeah, it's just rooms, dungeon rooms, like Dungeons and Dragons sort of shit. Things going on. I've shown some of these before. I might, I guess I could get a video out of just my dungeons. It's more content, isn't it? More like that. More portraits of girls, very, very unfinished. Maybe I came to my senses with that one. I started it and then went, fucking hell here, and stop it. Get a grip, pull yourself together. Warthog, people heads, and a penis. A jizzing big penis. Hey look, it's me, a big penis. You are what you eat. This guy's throwing up, and he's like someone riding the throw. I don't know what the fuck I was doing that one. This was. So it was supposed to be like it's a dead girl, and I'm using her like a puppet. And even then, she's saying, "No, I don't want to hang out with you, you bald-headed weirdo." But I don't know how sort of apparent it is that I'm using her as a puppet. She looks kind of like a mermaid, actually. It looks like a tail. So I mean, it's quite a funny little drawing, but it's not one of my best because it doesn't necessarily work very well as an image if you can't tell exactly what's going on. That was a friend's monster. I was trying to give a few shading tips. Another girl. That was based on a photo of the girl with the horns and everything. It's quite cool. But again, fucking stop it, you cock. Oop-a-doop-doo. More furry drawings with tits. X's over the nipples like that, the black tape X's, is one of the things I enjoy in terms of like porn. No. This was, I remember, it's my friend Anaya, partly drawn as like desperate to impress a girl online, but also just she was a friend, so I drew a picture of her. So that doesn't count. I won't put a point up for that one because it doesn't count. It doesn't count, I swear. Some more shit about depression, just being sad all the time. Ugh. That's Cassidy, I believe, from the Preacher comics. That was for a commission, and that's also that guy. Yes, rough drawings for a commission that I painted. Somewhere on my YouTube there is a video of me painting that, so go have a look, I suppose. It's probably in the playlist I made recently, actually. Find the playlist of painting videos, and it's probably in there, you bastards. Go have a look. Give me some more views, you cunts. Anteater with a bazooka. Oh, that's crazy. What's he doing with a fucking bazooka? I don't know. Some drawings of skulls and teeth creatures. Or a teeth creature and some teeth. Skulls. See, this is my thing I've seen somewhere, picked it up and used it as my own thing. The whole, like, the eye is in the middle of two noses and it wraps around. I've used that a few times. Excuse me. I believe this was very early in the days of having my 4-colour Bic pen. So I was a bit more experimental with the colours. I sort of threw them in all over the place. Whereas now I use them a bit more sparingly and only certain colours in certain places and things, if anyone cares. I guess that was a drawing for me at my desk. I don't know. Some shit. That was like an ode to that Van Gogh piece of the guy with his head in his hand. This was another rough one that came out as a... Who gives a shit? Fucking shut up, Ewan. Just show the drawings. Gun Viking doodles, an entire page. Awesome MF Doom. Oh, neat. MF Doom. And yeah, Gun Viking. Gun Viking, Gun Viking, Gun Viking. Some of those are pretty cool. Fuck is that thing? That guy there. What's he doing? Oh, madness. Oh, little star guy. Yeah, Gun Viking. I'm going to put this one to the side also because I'm going to try and collect up all of my Gun Viking drawings and imagery that I can maybe put into the big old Gun Viking book when I get it printed. I think this was for part of a drawing tutorial I did on my Patreon page. Some shit about shapes and shading. And obviously very clear as to what's going on. So, you know, I won't bother explaining because I'm sure you can tell what's what. This was actual like research in terms of like medieval helmet designs. It was completely unintentional that I drew them in purple ink. So they are in fact purple helmets, and you know, jokes abound clearly because you know, penis. This is another drawing that was in one of my books. Guy wearing a pig, and a pig, and a guy wearing a pig. I like it. Oh, fuck you, I like it. Shut up. That's also a drawing. Guy in like a cat suit. Another drawing of a girl to impress a girl online. Do-do-do. I came up with this in college, the whole idea of like a head eating a head, eating a head, eating a head in a ring. I've not seen it done anywhere else. I'm not saying it's officially a wholly original idea, but I've not seen it anywhere else. I've seen similar things, but nothing quite as this. So I've drawn it a bunch of times being like, yeah, I'm fucking clever, man, yeah. And that was in one of my books and blah, 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 blah. Very, very happy with that as an idea. But again, it might not be as original as all that. Would make for a nice print if anyone would actually fucking buy the prints I make. And I know it's cliche to be like, oh, you should make prints. Doesn't buy prints. Who's Prince? Gun Viking with a gun for an arm. Wow. Something like that may or may not come up in the comic at some point. Oh, is that a teaser? It bloody might be. We'll stick that on the other pile of shit. Drawings of my friend's toy that he makes, the little noodle lizard figure. That was for, again, I think part of a drawing tutorial about shading and underlighting or whatever. Fuck knows. One of my favourite drawings I've ever done. I really, really like this Plague Bearer. I was really happy with it when I did it. And this is years and years old, but I'm still really happy with that as a drawing. I don't know if the video will do it justice, but it's just cool. It's got really nice like hatching and stuff in it. Yeah, it's just fucking good, man. Well, again, not the best, but I like it, so I don't give a shit what you think. Oh boy. Ooh, more Gun Viking, a ballpoint Gun Viking drawing. Very different to what I normally do. I normally paint them, but he's all done in pen. We'll stick him on the pile too. This was based on a toy made by Ratbro Team, even though it's not a rat, it's a duck with guns. I've used that pose for like a gun Viking drawing. It's just a cool pose, it's easy to do, you know, at short notice or whatever. It looks cool. Yeah. Oh, I know this one specifically. She's like a professional, somewhat known model named Jennifer. So I drew her and then sent her the drawing, you know, online, and then she never responded. So that happens sometimes too. That's another model. Oh, she did respond. I believe from my old account way back, she reposted one of my drawings. Maybe this one. Oh, yeah, it was this one because she commented on how she liked the smile. It was very her, she said. So I was glad for that. Yeah, I like that.